working on another modification to my C8 Corvette. Today I will be installing these side skirts. These side skirts replicate the styling of the Z06, and these side skirts are from Extreme Online Store. And so when you order these, you get 2 rows of double-sided tape and screws. I don't know how I feel about using screws. I think what I might do is put additional double-sided tape, and I think that should be secure enough. I just feel a little hesitant about screwing holes into a $100,000 car, so I'll see how that goes. But the quality of these side skirts I think is really nice. It comes in a carbon flash, which matches the factory paint almost perfectly, and so it's a little bit flared, as you can see out here, similar to the Z06. So I think it's made a really nice addition on the C8. So there's a closer look at the paint on these side skirts, and I think the paint looks excellent. Like, I don't see any flaws in the paint at all. And just worth pointing out, these do come with the holes pre-drilled, which is kind of nice. Okay, so my first step is to give this a really good clean, both on the top as well as on the bottom. Next, I'm going to spray it down with some isopropyl alcohol. And give it a good wipe. So I'm going to start by running my double-sided tape across this length here. Okay, so it should look something like that. Here's a good look of underneath where the side skirts will be installed. I'm gonna try it with double-sided tape. And so what I've done is just put some tape just to show me the outline of where the side skirt would go. Now I can go ahead and put my double-sided tape along this blue tape here. Okay, so there's a double-sided tape installed underneath. And so I think with the double-sided tape underneath and with the double-sided tape on top, there really shouldn't be any need to use any screws. If not, I mean, I can put a couple screws, but I'm really reluctant to screw holes into this car. Okay, the moment of truth. So my strategy here is I'm going to start by putting the end just like that and put it against this splash guard. So that's going to kind of hold it in place. And what I'm thinking of doing is kind of open this up a little bit so it's got some flex. So what I'm going to do is open it up, lift it above the double-sided tape, and just kind of drop it in place just like that. Moment of truth. I think I got it. Nice. Okay, good job. Good job. Alright, success. Passenger side all installed, and the double-sided tape that I put underneath here really did its job. Like, it's on there really good. Like, I can't even budge it. Like, it's super tight, which is what I want. And everything ended up lining up pretty much perfectly. So no gaps. And that's exactly where I wanted it. So I think the trick with the double-sided tape worked really good. And I really don't think there's a need to screw this onto the car, because this is not going anywhere. Now is just apply some heat to activate that double-sided tape to make it even stronger. So that's what it looks like with it installed. I think it's a really nice, subtle change. It's not overly aggressive, but I think that looks really good. I'm very happy with that. Here is a good comparison. This side has been installed. Compare that to over here. I think it's a pretty big difference. So on the driver's side, I'm gonna change my approach a little bit. First of all, I decided to extend the double-sided tape all the way to the end, because I just felt like on the other side, there's really nothing here to stick this to the body. And I'm hoping that a little bit of double-sided tape will be enough to catch this edge right here. Because on the other side, there's a little bit of gap. It's not noticeable at all. No one would notice it if I don't point it out, but I'm gonna see if this helps get rid of that gap. And the other thing I'm gonna do is try placing this in first and then peel that red masking tape as I go, rather than try to just stick it on like I did. So I think that's gonna be my approach on this side. All right, so I think this method works a lot easier. I can go ahead and remove this. There we go. All right, that's good. Okay, I think I like this method a lot better. Go. So I think using this method was a little bit easier than the other method I used on the passenger side. I mean, overall the results are pretty much the same. However, I recommend putting that double-sided tape all the way to the end, because this now has got a little bit more contact with the body, whereas on the other side there's a little bit of a gap there. Again, it's not noticeable, but I think I like this a little bit better. So my advice is to run your double-sided tape all the way to the end. And so what you can do is just mask this off when you do a dry fit, so you know where to end your double-sided tape. So on the passenger side, I didn't run my double-sided tape all the way to the end like I did on the driver's side. And so there was a little bit of a gap, which I don't like. And I'm trying to eliminate that gap. So what I did is I cut a little piece of double-sided tape, and I managed to get it behind the panel. And I'm just trying to remove this backing tape. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, that's much better. There's no gap there now. Okay, that's much better. So I just put a little piece of double-sided tape behind it, and there's no gap, and it doesn't move, so okay, that's much better. I am really liking these new side skirts. It's a nice, subtle look. I mean, it's not hugely dramatic. Some people might not even notice it, but when you do notice it, it's like, wow, like what is that? I mean, it looks really nice. I'm very happy with how it came out. Okay, here's a view from above. You can see it does stick out quite a bit, but in a nice way. I'm going to go ahead and lower the car and pull it out on our driveway so that we can take a better look at these new Z06 side skirts that I just installed on my C8 Corvette.